Yeah, but I always find it so weird because okay, so I mean this was also from cases from 2 years ago, lah, right?
Mm,
That means it
mm,
was
mm,
even before the 377A was repealed. But it
mm.
just feels like I don't know, it's tough to understand the context of like, Singapore we want to be, forward, progressive, liberal. Not say we want to be liberal, but it
Mm.
feels like we live in a climate where okay, everything's trending towards that in developed
Yeah,
countries. Even though
yeah.
Singapore might take a fucking long time. But when I
Mm.
see this, I'm like, what? Vogue, like they breached content guidelines for four times over 2 years. How
Yeah,
chala could it have been?
yeah, yeah.
How
And the thing is,
how bad?
how many people actually read magazines these days? Lah? Unfortunately we don't have a very strong magazine culture anymore in Singapore, right? Like no
Yeah.
one's really reading magazines. I mean, I was just at the petrol kiosk today, and I remember years ago I used to spend, every time you're waiting for your car to
Mm,
top up the fuel,
yeah.
I would spend quite a bit of time just thumbing through or looking at what magazines were available, and
Yeah.
and over the years, that magazine shelf, that section of the petrol kiosk, has gotten smaller and smaller, and now in some places it doesn't even exist anymore. You know, so
Uh
it's like I mean, it is a bit of the Barbara Streisand effect, like, where I didn't even know about Vogue Singapore's existence before today, and the MCI has brought it to our attention. And it makes me curious, oh, what exactly do they publish that made them,
so
breach the
risky.
guidelines? Now I'm like, oh, can I CSI it somewhere and find out what exactly they did?